Well, today's guest is dedicated to helping you earn more and pay less, ultimately pay less in taxes, ultimately paving the way to a prosperous future. We are super excited here on episode 703 of the Charvette Mitchell Radio Show to have Marche Mayfield with us, CEO of Financial Services Plus. And we're going to get right into our topic today, which is all about making and maintaining passive income in your business. We'll get right into it right after this quick intro. Don't you move. You are live here on the Charvette Mitchell Radio Show.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Why y'all so happy?
You don't know? Charvette Mitchell is on the radio.
It's time to get motivated, excited, and influenced. Why? It's the Charvette Mitchell Radio Show, live from Richmond, Virginia. And now, here to motivate, excite, and influence you, Charvette Mitchell.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Charvette Mitchell Radio Show, broadcasting live from the capital city of Richmond, Virginia, but heard and seen all across the World Wide Web. Hello to those watching us live on Facebook in like 4 or 5 different places. Those that are watching on LinkedIn, YouTube, I got to shout you out as always. Certainly those that are listening from our talk radio show platform. Shout out to Blog Talk Radio and our podcast listeners all the way over in Apple Podcasts and Spotify and Stitcher and all the places. We are excited to have you today. Listen, we want to greet a few people that are coming on in. Again, I'm Charvette Mitchell. If you are brand spanking new to me saying, I'm just hearing about this, I'm just finding out because I'm here for this amazing topic and this amazing speaker, let me introduce myself. Charvette Mitchell, a CEO of Mitchell Productions Consulting, and we work with high achieving women entrepreneurs, a few lucky men get sprinkled in, all around helping them increase their revenue by focusing on their marketing, their visibility, and their branding. And we do that in a couple of ways with our one-on-one consulting services, with our 12-month group coaching program called the Platform Builder, based off of our trademark framework. This outlet, the Charvette Mitchell Radio Show, book collaborations, and events. And so we're excited to have you here. Listen, YouTube, you are here. Hello, the Mac Institute is in the building. Listen, my mother, Betty Mitchell, is here. My brother-in-law, my sister, Deborah, good to see you. Dr. Val, thank you for being here. Hello, Sharon from Michigan. Thank you for being here. We are excited to have you. This segment is brought to you by my 7th in-person conference that's coming up in November here in Richmond, Virginia, November 3rd and 4th. November 2nd is for VIP, but VIP is sold out. So the Platform Builder Summit, you're going to hear a little bit more about that later on in the show, and you're going to get to see a quick little intro video from 2 of our speakers that are going to be featured at that event. So let me introduce our guest and bring her on because she's in the virtual studio ready and waiting to go. I invite you to tag another business friend, business bestie, share this where you know that there are entrepreneurs that are looking to work on that passive income and also making sure they stay up and up on their taxes and all of that. Share this with them. So Marche Mayfield is here. She's a highly skilled accountant and strategist with a deep passion for empowering business owners to achieve financial success. As a valued member of the renowned financial services firm, Financial Services Plus, Marche brings a wealth of expertise in taxation and business strategies with an unwavering commitment to helping clients maximize their earning potential and minimize tax liabilities. Marche has become a trusted advisor for both individuals and business owners by leveraging her comprehensive understanding of tax codes, industry trends, and financial regulations. Marche formulates innovative and tailored solutions that enable businesses to thrive. And she is here live on the Charvette Mitchell Radio Show in this great segment that we have all about making and maintaining passive income in your business. Put your virtual hands together, clap it up as we bring to the stage our guest. Hello, Marche, welcome. How are you doing today? It looks like we got a little bit of a delay. It looks like we got a little bit of a delay here. All right, let's try that one more time. Let me have you go back to the virtual studio, and we'll do a quick commercial and just check all of the audio, and then we'll come back in. How about that? All right, great. Listen, this is reality TV. This is reality radio going on here. We're going to play actually two quick little videos for you that are guest speakers that are featured at our conference, and then we'll be back with Marche. Here we go.
Imagine having encouraging support, accountability partner, and strategic planning to create your next level of natural freedom. Here at Hair Cares Inc., we empower audacious women with the understanding that every strand counts. By piecing mind, body, and spirit components together that result in scalp rejuvenation, hair regeneration, and a growing, sustainable, thriving Sisterlocks business. We provide in-person and virtual hair growth services, Sisterlocks business consulting, personal coaching, and mentorship. We believe that every strand counts. Every root, every lesson, every experience, and every legacy makes a difference in our lives. We are proud to encourage holistic living and full self-expression through hair advocacy, training, coaching, consulting, books, and our show, Every Strand Counts. I'm Dana Wilson, the CEO and Director of Hair Cares Inc.
All right, and you will get to hear and see Dana Wilson of Hair Cares Inc. at the Platform Builder Summit that's happening in Richmond, Virginia, November 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And she'll be in a panel discussion and in a breakout discussion. There's one other guest that we're going to be spotlighting real quick. Let me just let you hear a little bit as we get ready to bring Marche back up to the studio. Here we go.
Hey girl, hey, I am Sharice Jones. I'm the owner of Sassy Jones Boutique. And so many people ask me, girl, how in the world do you do it all? Where did you come from? How did you build this brand? So I want to talk to you guys a little bit today about my story and my... and how I even became an entrepreneur. I will tell you, very early on with me, there were signs that I was not an employee, right? I kept getting fired continually over and over and over. And I'm like, gosh, what gives? And the thread there was like, girl, you want to do things your own way. You know, maybe you need to try to figure things out for yourself, okay? So I remember my last corporate job that I was working, I hated it. I was traveling like an hour and a half to Fredericksburg every single day. Now, mind you, I was great at it. Great at sales and customer service and all of that. But I just felt unfulfilled on the inside, right? So I remember driving during that hour.
I know. I left you at a cliffhanger. I know. We are super excited to have Sharice Jones, CEO and Chief Designer of Sassy Jones. It featured in a fireside chat at our conference, the Platform Builder Summit in November. Trust me, I'll pick back up with that conversation. That was just a teaser. If you're over on YouTube, go follow them on YouTube, Sassy Jones Boutique. Go follow them on YouTube, Sassy Jones Boutique. All right, so let's bring, reality TV going on, reality radio going on. We're bringing Marche back up into the studio. Marche, I believe we got you.
Yes, we are live. We are here. We made it. Yes. Okay.
You must have some nuggets or something to drop.
Yes. For sure. Thank you so much, Roberta, for having me here today. I'm truly excited to be here. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Yes, listen, love coming all in through the comments, and glad to have you here. And so let's get started. I'd love to actually go back in time. When did you fall in love with numbers? When did you decide that you wanted to do taxes and all of that?
Very interesting, very interesting. So guys, I'm transparent too. So I really hope I have people on here that can appreciate my transparency here. So in all honesty, guys, I'm a Southern girl from Mississippi, and I was raised, I would say unfortunate, but it's not unfortunate because it was my path and my journey. But I was raised in a project. My mother, bless her heart, was the best mother ever. But she did the things that she had to do, right? And so she was a big time gambler. I don't know if anyone can relate to that, but she was a gambler, and that's what she did. And so as she gambled, she was always like having large sums of money. And I know now, God bless her soul, I love my mother to death. So please go with me here. But I would say like on a Friday, right, she would just have large sums of money. And then by Monday, it's like, she would give me this money every weekend. I'm like, just stacking money. Like, I'm so excited because it's the weekend and mama's gonna go out and she's gonna earn all of this money doing the things that she loved to do, right? And so by Monday, she come in, she's like, baby, I need to borrow like $100. Now I'm like 7 or 8 years old, right? And I'm actually making loans to my mother from money that she has given me that I'm just actually keeping and watching accumulate over time. And so it would be so funny. So this 7-year-old, and she would ask to borrow money for a loan, and I'm writing contracts like, Mom has asked to borrow $100. Do you promise to pay back with interest, right? And so I've always had a love for finances and contracts from that point on. My entire life, I've always loved writing contracts, calculating money, and adding interest. Like, so I think I was a business owner at the age of 7, right?
Oh my!
That's how I really got into it. So in my heart, I've always been an entrepreneur at heart.
Yeah.
But life happens. And so I began to teach Sunday school and, really get into the church. And I was teaching Sunday school. So I had this desire for children. So I'm thinking, I think I want to be a teacher. Oh. And I did. I attended Jackson State University, and Deion Sanders, you guys, shout out for my boy, right? All right. So I attended Jackson State University to do early education. And I was doing my intern, and I was thinking, I have made a mistake.
Oh my!
This is not my calling. Lord, you did not set this up for me. This is Marsha walking into her own destiny. You did not set this up for me, right? This is a mistake for me. Okay, so at that point, guys, I realized that early education was not my calling. I had a love and a passion for finances. I had a love and a passion for money. I had a passion to teach, but not teach 3rd and 4th graders.
Right.
So I had to do that entire journey to really realize and learn and identify what I should be doing, my true calling, my true purpose in life. It was a process. It cost me over $60,000 in student loans to figure it out, right?
Right.
I definitely got it.
So then after the teaching and the intern, did you then go back and say, okay, now I need to get all of the credentials for accounting?
I did. I went back. I went to school for business. I went from early education into business and then into accounting.
Oh, right.
It's a process for sure.
All right, wonderful. And so certainly throughout your years of working with small businesses, working with emerging businesses, I know you have a specialty in, helping six-figure, getting to multiple six-figure, maintaining all of that. Talk a little bit about what you have seen, over the last few years, how things are evolving in the accounting space. How are you seeing changes with how people are handling money, doing money? What kind of did the pandemic have impact on that?
Yes, the pandemic has made a major impact. Before accounting, most businesses, and I'm not speaking for everyone, but most business owners, especially small businesses, really did not see the need or a demand for having a full accounting firm to assist them with their business. So it was basically like I go to get my taxes prepared once per year. I see my tax preparer and, they tell me how much I earned, how much I spent, and I pay the IRS and, have a great day. But during the pandemic, so many things occurred, and we realized that a lot of our businesses was not having accurate accounting done in their business. And what I mean by that, guys, I mean having the proper financial reports, things that we need to prove in order to qualify for those different loans that was being given away. Some people think they was employees when they was really contractors and things like that. So people began to really want to become more educated on how to properly run their businesses as CEOs. And one of the things I really take pride in is I teach my clients to become actionable CEOs. It's one thing to say I'm a business owner, and I hate the term hustler. I know people have their own thing about that, but I just absolutely hate it because I don't care if you're making $10,000 or $3. you're a CEO. And I want you to operate in that capacity as a CEO, because now you see the importance of having an accountant on your team.
Yes, so good. Let me capture this comment coming in from Vita, who I believe has teaching background. Teaching is a calling, but we all answered to it according to our purpose. And so you did it, like you just said, you just figured out it wasn't third and fourth graders, but you're teaching even right here today, right now, right? And so I love that comment around how sometimes people just think about their financials or accounting when it's tax season. And so now, for most people, unless you have an extension, all that, tax season for some people is out of their mind. What are things you would say, maybe one or two things you would say right now that people should be thinking about related to their taxes, in the month of July?
In the month of July, guys, if you're an employer or an employee, two things. If you are working and have received a W-2, you actually want to make sure that you're actually withholding enough taxes so that when it's time to report your taxes or file your taxes in January or April, if you choose to file in April, that you won't be stunned when you realize that I was not withholding enough taxes, because I do know that some people actually make those adjustments mid-year. They may be claiming more dependents or less. So you definitely want to make sure that you're monitoring that. And I will make those adjustments now. As a business owner, I will be looking at what type of investments you should be doing. Should you be investing into your IRA accounts, your SEP accounts, and things like that, and how much you should actually set aside to do that. You also want to make sure that you're properly tracking your expenses, really understand the things that you can legally track. And some of the things, there's so many different myths. I would love to come on and talk about that, especially when they get close to tax season. There are so many different myths and things that we have been told that we can actually claim on our tax return, guys. And some of it is just honestly not true. So I really want to make sure that you're educated and aware of the things that you can. Now, definitely by all means, do not miss those things that you can deduct truthfully and honestly on your tax return, especially your home office deduction. That's a big deduction that so many of us I see misuse.
Oh, wow. And I thank you for that. Truthfully and honestly deduct is what we're talking about over here on the Sharvette Mitchell radio show. And we're getting right now into our main topic. Welcome to all those that are tuning in. You're checking out the Sharvette Mitchell radio show, and we're having this amazing conversation in episode 703. Yes, you heard that correctly. And so we're getting ready to kind of pitch this main topic, making and maintaining passive income in your business. I will capture this one question before we go there. Vita, what's the easiest way to track expenses? I don't know if that's an easy response to that.
The best way, it's a good question. That's a very great question. One of the things I would say is that you would need some type of software to assist you with tracking those expenses. So whether it be QuickBooks, you have Wave, you have some a lot of different apps on your phone as well that you can use to track those expenses. Very good question.
Great. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. 703. You read that correctly. Hey, Ardeen, we see you in the audience. We see you there.
Hello.
Inside scoop. All right. So, so let's talk about, because first I want you to first define what passive income means to you, because sometimes people might even have they're confused about that. What do you mean when you say passive income? And then let's talk about how important that is and how to build it and maintain it. But we'll start with defining it. Yeah.
Very good question. I have my notes too, guys. So I look to the side so I don't get sidetracked. I get so excited because I truly love what I do. And so I want to make sure that we honor the time here. So I make sure I stick to my notes here. So I want to explain to you what passive income is. That's money that you earn automatically. Okay. It's money that you earn with minimum effort. Okay, I like that word, minimum effort, little effort. Okay, now you got active income. That's the money that we earn when we actually go to work every day, work that 9 to 5, whether it be on a job or even in your business. That's active income. But what I want to talk to you guys about tonight is this passive income. Kind of the saying where they say making money while you sleep. Yeah. That's the type of money we're talking about tonight. When your cash app go off, or you wake up and check your balances, and you've made this money in your rest time or on your vacation, etc.
All right. And so why is that so important for businesses?
It's important for several different reasons. So I'm going to share some benefits, 4 benefits that I have here that is important to create passive income. For one, guys, I want you to think about, I know about a year ago, my son, he became terminally ill. He was actually on life support for 4 weeks. And it was the most horrific time of my life. Like, of my life. And I'm so grateful, not only for having passive income, but also creating systems and things in place within my business, because for 4 weeks, I was not physically, mentally, or emotionally able to go to work. And I know if I have some parents here, they can really relate to what I'm saying. And so because of having passive income, I was able to sit beside my son for those 30 days and not have to be concerned about how I'm going to continue to take care of my other children that's home or run my household and pay monthly bills and expenses like that. So that's one of the reasons, guys, is to make sure that you can actually live life at comfort, at ease, some peace of mind financially. The other thing is to pay off debt. You may just have a financial debt, bill credit card expenses. You want to just need some passive income really, really quick to pay off a large amount of debt. True financial independence and flexibility. Okay. So just being able to live a flexible lifestyle, not having to worry month to month. Because I've been there, and I've told you from the beginning, I'm transparent. I've been in a place in my life where every month I'm calculating and counting how we're going to get through this month and how things are going to happen. So when you begin to create passive income, it makes life just easier, where you could just breathe. Just breathe. And so more time for yourself. So those are the benefits of having and creating passive income in your business.
Oh, I love that. Somebody type breathe. Somebody just type breathe in the chat. Just type breathe. First of all, thank you for sharing. I trust your son is better. Has gotten better. So thank you for sharing that. Can any business have passive income? Because sometimes people will hear that word and say, okay, that's only service-based, product-based, doesn't have. Can any business have passive income?
Yes, and that's what I want to really talk about. One of the ways that I teach about passive income, because my mission is to help people to understand all the gifts. And when I say gifts, all the things that God has gifted you with internally. So we women, most of the women here, I think in your audience, of many gifts and many talents. But a lot of times we don't utilize those talents to our full advantage. Shame on me, right? Okay. Yeah. So I want to just share with you guys how I help my clients to identify those passive income. So I think about things that, and I want you to think about this now. How can I leverage me? What are all things that I'm just really, really great at? And they may be things simple as I'm good at listening to others. I'm good at sharing, inspiring, motivating. I'm good at cleaning, organizing. I'm good at cooking. Just begin to think about all the things that you are really, really great at, that most people come to you to ask you for your assistance, and you do it without a thought, because it's just who you are. It's just who you are. And so I want to share, if I can, Shabetta, is that I just did a grand opening for a second location, which is passive income for me. That's why I'm so passionate about it. Like, I'm always creating passive income. So I just bought into a restaurant. I can barely boil rice. Okay. I'm just real.
I'm gonna come to your defense. Rice can be tricky.
Thank you. That helps. I appreciate that. Mercy. So you think, Marsha, you don't do much cooking. What do you mean you just purchased a restaurant, right? You co-own of a restaurant. It's because I thought about my skill set, and that's what I'm saying to you guys, right? You think about the things you are really, really good at. I'm good at money management. I'm good at investment. I'm good at management, period. I'm good at overseeing and dedicating and devoting and things like that. Okay. So I use my skill sets, and that's what I hope you catching what I'm saying, guys. You think about the things that you really are good at, and you leverage those things.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me just say this, because I've got there's so many people typing breathe. Like, I just feel that just knowing, when you think about money, sometimes people, it's like sometimes people are catching there's so many people just witnessing in the chat, like, just breathe. I just want to, and this passive income, this conversation we're having is really just will help people breathe. So I just wanted to acknowledge all of the breathes that I see coming across all the platforms. So thank you for that.
I love it. I applaud you guys for that. I applaud you guys. It's awesome. Yes.
Awesome. So I got you off track. Keep going.
I don't know what we was talking about. We were just talking about this passive income, guys. It's so many opportunities within yourself to create passive income. So a lot of times we look for this big aha moment, this big thing to happen. I was just talking to a client the other day, and she said she just enjoys ironing. It's just so relaxing to her. And so I'm thinking about, have you ever thought about starting an ironing business? Like, you hire and recruit agents to start this ironing business. You don't have to iron. You just love doing it. So you teach somebody else to do what you love to do. It's just so many things that we can do to create passive income that does not a large investment to even start these things.
Wow.
And this is leveraging you.
Yes. And so thank you, Lisa Shaw, saying, how can I leverage me? Like that is the question. Like, how can I leverage me? Any other questions you would pitch to us to think about how can we create, and maintain passive income in our businesses?
Well, the maintaining part is basically a tax strategy, because of course, when you start creating additional streams of income, it can possibly create a liability, which means that you can owe a bigger debt. So that's more into tax planning. So it's really kind of hard to say, but one of the things though, just being sure about that you're tracking what you're earning. Okay. And making sure that you are utilizing all of your expenses, taking advantage of those expenses. Now, I want to say to anyone here that's maybe not a business owner, if you do create passive income, guys, it may start out as a small hobby, but you're going to turn it into a small business, because it's passive income. You earn anything over $1 is a business. And now you can actually take advantage of so many different deductions that you wouldn't be available to you if you just filed individually or, without a business. And you may not have itemization. So now you have business expenses to really, really help with the deductions on your tax return.
Listen, every time my mother does her taxes, she's like, I got to get a business. I need to get me a business. She shout out to my mom who's in the audience. There may be people saying, I need to work with her. Do you work with just certain types of businesses? I know you have an affinity, I want to say, in the hair space, but that might be just one. But can you share who you work with and how people could connect with you to work with you?
Oh, most definitely. Well, I work with any business owner. I help and support any business owners. I like working with women. My niche, guys, we just know if you're business owners, we have a niche we work with. I love working with beauty professionals as well to really help them to make and maintain multiple six figures. But my mission and goal is to help business owners become actionable CEOs. So if you're a business owner and you're really looking to create, not just only create passive income, but to really operate your business as a CEO, I would love to support you in that way. And you can find us on all social media platforms at Financial Services Plus. That'll be YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, etc. You can find us there. Our website is we're actually redoing our website now, unfortunately. But guys, if you reach out to me on social media, we will be happy to communicate. My team is excellent at reaching out to you guys. Following up.
And we've tagged on Facebook, tagged on Instagram, and we have a full bio, sharvet.com. If you're listening to the podcast, look down below in the show notes. Look down below in the show notes, and you can link to the Facebook page really easily right there. And so the goal of the show, our time just flew by, right? But the goal of the show is to motivate, excite, and influence. And we want to know what continues to motivate you. What continues to motivate you?
What motivates me is when I see the results that my client gets. Years ago, when I first started in this industry, actually I've been doing this for 15 years now, guys. I have 2 books. You can also find me on Amazon as well. I'm working on my 3rd book now. Super excited about that. Okay. But what inspires me is when I see results. So I used to be called the result-driven coach, because I'm this person, baby. Like, if you work with me, we about results. Like, I hate excuses. So we're not going to stop grinding until we get some results. So you're going to either just, choke out, it's over. Or we're going to do the 2. Okay. And so when I see my clients get results, it's just like one of my kids just graduated. Like, I'm just excited, I'm really excited. And so that is my mission. That is my drive.
Oh, wonderful. Tell us about the books real quick. And thank Lisa saying congratulations. Tell us about the books that are available, and do they just go to Amazon and find them?
Yes, just go to Amazon and type in my name, and you'll see the 2 books that I have. I have one on personal finances, and the second book is on business. If you're looking to start a business using your gifts and your talents to grow your business, they both are on Amazon under my name, Marsha Mayfield.
All right, there you go. There you have it. Connect. And I always say, and my clients, certainly my platform builder clients that are watching and listening, I always say the earth responds to action takers. So that actionable CEO, that's right in my lane. It responds to action. You put a seed in the ground. Until you put a seed in the ground, the tree is not going to come up, or the plant is not going to come up. But the action of planting the seed. So we right on the same wavelength. So we will have you back as a little bit later in the year, getting ready for tax season, so you can bust down some of those myths of people thinking that they can, and maybe stuff people told them that was incorrect. Sometimes all of the stuff So we'll have you back closer to that time. But again, we invite people to connect with you and shout out and do all the good stuff. And thank you. Also, I know part of your audience may be here as well, because we are simulcasting to your YouTube channel. So thank you for that. Thank you for stopping by the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. It's been a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you. This has been wonderful, guys. Thank you all so much.
Awesome. Wonderful. Oh, wow. I love it. I love it. So that is a wrap for today's show. I know you know someone that needed to hear this information. Share the link, tag them, share the podcast link in that platform, and invite them to join us. One of the easiest ways to see who's on the show, who's coming, who's been on the show is Sharvette.com, just my first name. Sharvette.com will take you to the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show website that has all the information there. Again, I am Sharvette Mitchell, CEO of Mitchell Productions Consulting, and we work with high-achieving women entrepreneurs. A few lucky men get sprinkled in all around, helping them increase their revenue by focusing on their marketing, their visibility, and their branding. This outlet on the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show, which again, episode 703 is one of those outlets. Our book collaborations are another outlet. Our platform builder program based off of our trademark framework is one of those outlets. And our 7th in-person event that is coming to Richmond, Virginia. We invite you to join us. November, I'm going to say November 3rd because November 2nd is for VIP. That's sold out. But November 3rd and 4th in Richmond, Virginia, go to platformbuildersummit.com. You can see all of our speakers. You can see all of their bios. You can see the session topics, all the schedule that's updated as of yesterday. And we look forward to seeing you. And it is a wrap. Thank you. Let me just come to the comments here. Oh, my goodness. Thanks. Such great. Yes, I agree, Lisa. Thank you. Sharon is saying this was has been an empowering conversation. Thank you, Marche. Thank you, Marche. Great information. See, I told you my mom's going. She's like, I got to get me a business to get these taxes under control. Yes, thank you. Sharvette.com is where you can go. Thank you, Ardeen. Thank you for being here. We're glad to have you. All right, it's a wrap. We'll see you all later on the web. Bye.
Live from Richmond, Virginia, you've been listening to the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. Catch Sharvette Mitchell every Tuesday at 6 p.m., interviewing all the stars you want to hear from. So until next week, stay motivated, excited, and influenced. This is the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show.